Hi, Eric Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and maybe you think, as many people do, that cameras are every day more expensive. And this is completely false. I'm going to show you that this is wrong, and second, why many people, I include myself sometimes, why we think that prices are getting more expensive every time there's a new camera coming out. So let's start. To make a statement whether prices are going up or going down, I need to have some proof. So for that, I need to make some calculation. Obviously, the ideal thing would be to make this calculation for each product and each country. But that's not possible. That would take hours, and I have no time for that. So I decided to pick prices in the USA. Obviously, maybe you're not in the USA, maybe you're anywhere else, and the prices I used are in US dollars. Why? Because most brands, maybe except Leica that works with euros because it's in Germany, even the Japanese brand, they calculate the prices in the US, okay? So that's not a problem, because actually even if the price is different in the US and in your country, we speak about the evolution of prices, not about the price. Now, this one is more expensive here than there, yes, but at that time when it came out, it was also more expensive here than there. So the difference is more or less the same, okay? You will not see a big difference in evolution. Obviously, if you live in a country where the inflation is really high, maybe yes, there will be a massive difference, okay? But that's not down to the camera price, but to the economy of the country where you live, okay? So this, I cannot analyze each country this way, so that's what I did, okay? So what did I decide to do? I picked some cameras that came out like 5, 10, 20 years ago, depends on each model, okay? I checked the price when it came out, on the release dates. Then I went to an inflation calculator on the internet, indicate the price, when it was, and it calculates how much it would be worth today. Okay, so it gives me, like in 2003, that was $100. How many dollars this is in 2024, okay? And then obviously these cameras are no longer for sale, so I picked an equivalent camera in 2024. What camera would be the replacement of that camera, and see how much it costs today. So I'm going to give you a list of cameras, the prices then, the prices it's worth now, and its replacement, how much it cost. So we can see if prices are getting higher or lower. So let's carry on. So now I'm going to give you a lot of figures, so maybe you prefer to jump to conclusion. It's up to you, okay? Let's start with the Canon 300D. It came out in 2003 for the price of $899 US. And if I update the price to the 2024 price with the inflation, it would cost $1,572 US. So that's the price we had for the 300D. The equivalent nowadays would be the R100. That costs $449. So as we can see, if we update the price, this R100 costs actually $1,000 less. That's a lot. But you would say, yeah, but that's just an old camera. Let's check something a bit more pro. Well, the first Canon 5D in 2005 cost $3,299 US. If we update the price to 2024, that would cost $5,315 US. If we look at the equivalent nowadays, that would be on R6 Mark II, and that would be $1,999 US. So, yeah, that's about $3,000 US less. Let's look at Nikon. Nikon D70 came out in 2004 for a price of $999 US. If we update the price to 2024, the price would be $1,699 US. The equivalent nowadays of the D70 maybe is around the Z50, something like this, so that would be $856 US. So it's about half the price nowadays. If you look at top of the range Nikon camera, the D1, in 1999 it came out for a price of $5,000. If we update to 2024, that would be $9,460. The equivalent nowadays, maybe some people will say that would be the Z9, but really, if we compare the features, we cannot really compare, so I checked the Z6 Mark III. And the Z6 Mark III is $2,296 US, which is $7,000 less. But even if we look at the Z9, it's still cheaper. Anyway, let's look at Sony. The Alpha 900 that came out in 2007 for $3,000. If we update the price, that would be $4,619 US. If we look at the equivalent, that would be a Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV, more or less. That costs $2,498 US, so about $2,000 less. 2,200 exactly less. If we look at something more recent, the Sony Alpha 6000 in 2014 cost $800 US. If we update to 2024, that would be $1,060 US. But the Alpha 6100, which is the replacement, cost $848, which is about $200 less if we check the updated price. So it is cheaper. Let's look at Fujifilm. Many people say, yeah, but Fujifilm is more expensive every day. They come out with new camera, it's always more expensive. Okay, let's look at it. Fujifilm X-T1 in 2014 cost, as a body only, $1,299 US, and as a kit with the lens, $1,899 US. If we update the price to 2024, the price would be $1,764 US for the body, or $2,579 US for the kit. If we look at the X-T5, now it costs $1,599 US, so $200 cheaper than the X-T1 if we update the price of the X-T1. And if we look at the kit, $2,099 US, $500 cheaper than the kit then, okay? Let's look at the Fujifilm X-H1. In 2018, it cost the body only $1,899 US, and with the kit, $2,199 US. If we update the prices, that would be for the body $2,424, and if we look at the kit, $2,806 US. If we look at the XG2 today, the body only is $1,999 US, and the kit $2,499 US. So it means in all cases $400 US less. Many people say medium format is still really expensive, prices are not dropping. Let's have a look at this. Fujifilm again, the GFX 100 that came out in 2019 cost then $10,000 US. If we update the price to 2024, that's $12,331 US. If we check nowadays, the top of the range GFX camera is the 102, and it costs $7,499 US. It means $5,000, almost $5,000 less than the updated prices. Let's check the Hasselblad. The Hasselblad in 2016, they presented the X1D 50C, 50 million pixel. It cost $8,000 US. If we update the price to 2024, the price is $10,492 US. I know there is an X1D Mark II, but it's not recent, so let's check the X2D, that is 100 million pixel, and it costs $8,199 US. It means $2,500 less than the X1D 50 million pixel, okay? So price is going down. Let's look at Leica. Well, or Leica, say as you want, okay? The M8, I had two M8, but I remember the price, but still I checked it again. In 2006, it cost $5,000 US. If I update the price to 2024, it means $7,822 US. So if I compare to the M11 that cost $8,995 US, prices is going up. This is only brand, the prices are going up. So I decided to check other cameras, okay? Leica cameras. I checked the M240, it was just called M, but it was the type 240. That cost in 2012 $7,950 US. If I update to 2024, the equivalent would be $10,793 dollars. So it means yes, price is going up. So I thought, let's check the M10 that is more recent. The M10 in 2017 cost $6,495 US, and if you check the equivalent in 2024, that would be $8,514 US. So yes, Leica is the only brand that prices are going up, because Leica M11 is $400 more expensive than on M10 if we update the price. Let's check Olympus. Olympus in 2012, they presented the OMD EM5 and it cost $1,000 US. If we update the price to 2024, we look at $1,390 US. And if we check the OM5 by OM System, but it would be the replacement, $999 US. So price dropped by $400 US. Okay, let's check Lumix. I checked the GH1 that is really old, 2009, and the price, it was the first of its kind, was $700 US, and the kit with the lens would be $1,500 US. If I update the price to 2024, the price would be $1,038 US, or the kit $2,225 US. But then I checked the price of the GH7 today is $2,197 US. So it's twice the price of the GH1. So I thought, whoa, that's a massive increase. But the GH1 maybe was to catch new markets, so this is probably why it was cheap. So I decided to check the GH4. And the GH4 in 2014 cost $1,699 US, which is on updated prices of $2,258 US. So it is more expensive than the GH7. So yes, the price also drops if we look at Lumix, this GH series, okay? Then let's finish with the Pentax. The Pentax K3 in 2013 cost $1,300 US. If I update the price to 2024, the price is $1,783 US. The K3 Mark III today is $1,696 US. It means $100 US less. So obviously there are some exceptions. Probably there are some cameras that, because it was the first of a series, they made a special price, and then the following one, the Mark II, was a bit more expensive. But most cameras are cheaper today. Cheaper. Not same price, not keep the same price, except Leica. They all go down. All are cheaper. But we must consider several things. But before that, if you want to help me, I can also help you. Actually, I've activated my member zone of my YouTube channel, where I don't speak about gear, I just speak about tuition, tips, making of, advice, help you better your photography knowledge. Okay, so there is a join button below, you are welcome. And by the way, in the description, I'll leave you affiliated links. If you buy anything, please use them. And by the way, if you buy at K&F Concept website, there's a link in the description. Please use my discount code ERIC10 and you get a 10% discount. Eric with no K, ERIC10. Okay, so thank you so much, that really helps me. So let's get to the conclusion. Well, first, prices are not going higher, they are going down. Second, they give you a lot more for your money. You have better ISO, better resolution, better autofocus, IBIS in some situation, video feature. It's true that many people will say, I don't need all this. I was happy with my camera of 2003, and you are right. The camera that could make a picture in 2003 can make the same picture in 2024. But the thing is, you get more comfort, more safety, more security, more many things. And you don't pay for it because price is still the same or cheaper. So some people complain telling, no, prices are always higher and there are many features I don't need. Yeah, but you're not paying for them anyway, okay? So saying that price is going high is wrong. Second, why do we feel prices are going up? For two reasons. The first one, because actually our brain doesn't calculate inflation. When you see a new camera, you remember that camera you paid $899 US, but you don't calculate that actually if you had to buy the same camera in 2024, that would not be $899 US, it would be $1,572. And that's the thing, you don't calculate that. So you're misled in your way of thinking because you don't calculate the inflation. Second, the other reason is because in 2003, when you bought your Canon 300D, it was your first camera, maybe you were starting doing photography, and you were happy with that camera. But now, 21 years later, actually, you don't look at that range of camera. You don't look at a camera R100. What you check is maybe on R5, on R6 Mark II, on R3, on R1, and then you see the price and it says R5 Mark II, $4,000 US. Oh, my first camera cost me only $899. They're crazy with prices. No, you're checking a different range of camera. I cannot remember my first car that was an entry-level car, like a Renault 5. I don't know where you are if you know which car it is, but a Renault 5. And now I go to Porsche or to Ferrari and say, these prices are crazy. Cars are getting crazy. No, even if you don't change brand and you go to the top of the range within the same brand, you cannot compare this way because obviously you must look for a car that is similar in quality, in feature, all this, than the one you compared to 20 years back. So it means this way you can decide if prices are getting up or not. But so many people, the first reaction is to compare cameras that have nothing to do with each other. You cannot compare a D300D Canon with an R1 or R3. That's nonsense. You must compare with an R100, a R50, something like this. Something similar to this. You cannot compare to things that have nothing to do with each other. And this is what actually people are doing when they complain about prices. They dream with cameras, so they want that one, but they remember prices of something that was a lot lower level. And that's probably the reason. Obviously, this video is about camera bodies. I need to check for lenses. Because some people, when they tell me that, I explain what I've just told in the video, and they say, oh yeah, maybe you're right, but for lenses it's different. Well, I have to check. I will have to make a video soon about comparing lenses and the evolution of price to see if maybe with lenses it's getting more and more expensive or not. Okay, so that's it. So let's be honest, cameras except Leica are getting cheaper every day. Every new model is cheaper. So this is a great opportunity to know that if you change your gear, you're not paying a lot more, but yes, you are getting a lot more. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. Don't forget, I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel. Just private member. There it's extra stuff. Tuition, tips. I don't speak about gear, just about photography. Also leave you a link. So if you want to join, this button below. Thank you so much. Also leave you a link of my website, Gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also leave you affiliated links in the description. Please use them if you need to buy anything. I also put a discount code for K&F Concept website. There's a link in the description also. Use it, ERIC10, ERIC10, and you get a 10% discount. I'll leave you more affiliated links and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.